Say we took a look at the trim method that remove white spaces on both the left and right hand side of the string. The trimStart method works like trim, but remove white space only from the start of a string. So the trimStart only remove white space from the start of a string. So you remember that in the previous example, it removed white space on both the left and the right hand. So now I will change this from trim to trimStart, and then I will say, okay, show us the length of the string. Now, take a look. So, which means that if you take a look at this new value of trimStart, it will remove all these white spaces, and then it will add it to, the the value of what we have. No, sorry, it will remove all these white spaces. Then it will take the value that we have with every other leftover string. So which means that if I remove all this string here, all these extra white spaces, you can see that it is giving me the correct counting of this text. If I count it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you can see that now I have the correct value for the length of my variable. But you will notice as well that I still have white spaces at the beginning, which means that the trimStart has removed all these white spaces. But if I now have white spaces at the end, it will not affect that, because it only works with the white spaces at the beginning of of a string, not after the string. As you can see that the more spaces I add at the end, the more it keeps increases in value. So this is how you work with trimStart in JavaScript. So it helps to remove all the white spaces at the beginning of your or all the white spaces at the beginning of your string. So instead of trim here, so it is actually trimStart method in JavaScript. So we are working with the trimStart method in JavaScript, whereby we use it to remove all the white spaces before your string. And so there's another one, the opposite of trimStart, that we are going to be taking a look in the next lesson. If we have white spaces at the beginning and after our value, how do we keep the white spaces at the beginning and eliminate the one after the value? That is what we are going to be taking a look in the next lesson. But for now, just don't forget that trim method remove white spaces on both the left hand side and the right hand side. trimStart only remove white spaces on the left hand side, I mean the beginning of your string and not after your string, which means that all the white spaces after the string will be valid and will be counted. As you can see, when we are getting to that they are being added to the actual value of the string, but all the ones at the beginning, which means before the string, have been removed. So in the next lesson, I'll see you as we take a look at the trim end, which is the opposite of the trimStart.